I wrote this. This is not the title of the article, but I wrote James Cameron is a bitter bitch.
He is.
James Cameron is hoping. You know what? Let me just, if I can just read James Cameron's bitch ass words. Quote, I'm hoping we'll start getting Avenger fatigue here pretty soon. Not that I don't love the movies. You don't.
Bitch.
It's just, come on, guys. There are other stories to tell besides hyper-gonadal male without families doing death-defying things for 2 hours and wrecking cities in the process. It's like, oi.
Wait,
Hold on.
What? How the fuck you say I love the movie but then talk so much shit about it?
Wait. Let me open this real quick.
Because I heard you read it. But you need to
But I need to read it myself just to see.
Okay, so wait. Let me just read the part that I find the most fascinating, which is, it's just, come on, guys. There are other stories to tell besides hyper-gonadal males without families doing death-defying things for 2 hours and wrecking cities in the process. That's interesting, coming from the guy who directed Terminator, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Aliens, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, True Lies, Avatar. Like, dude, you
Burn
have
Gully.
a butt. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Is there a reason that James Cameron has been married 5 times?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, really?
Sharon Williams,
He says he-
Gail Hurd, Catherine Bigelow, Linda Hamilton.
No, you know what?
Now he's married to
He
Susie
can
Anderson.
afford it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says he's
Every time he does them,
attracted to
that's
strong women. That's what he said a couple years back, right?
yeah.
Or last year.
Yeah, Linda Hamilton was like, "Bye, nigga." She only gave his ass 2 years. God damn. Damn, he was only married. Shit, he was only married to Catherine Bigelow for 3. I see a pattern. Oh, and he was only married to Gail Hurd for 4. Yo, he does not stay married very long. This woman, Susie Amos, you on borrowed time, yo. Yeah, you are on super. He's never been married 10 years, except for this new woman. Yo, James Cameron is a dickhead.
He seems like it.
He's a wild dickhead. Yeah, to root
He's
for
so fucking
fatigue.
salty, you know.
He's only saying that because it beat Titanic. His movie got beaten.
How can you expect your movie not to be beaten like over time? Like, come on, like you set a precedent. Good for you, but you know, like
I
let
think,
it go.
I think you're forgetting the title I wrote. James Cameron is a bitter bitch. Like he is. Like he is a bitter bitch because look, dude, you have the second highest grossing movie of all time.
2 of them.
Two in the top 5. 2 in the top 3, right? Of all time. Come on, man. Like, oh, there's other science fiction stories to tell. Then tell them. Why the fuck you keep doing Avatar movies?
No, yeah.
You got 5 of those lined up. Why don't you do another Terminator movie? Why don't you do anything else?
But see, anything that he does isn't original though, because there's always some sort of like story that preceded it. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe not Terminator 2 so much, but I mean,
Terminator. I mean,
well, Terminator was that, but then Avatar is, like I said before, Fern Gully, Dances with Wolves.
yeah, it's a white guy goes native and he becomes the best of them. I mean, we've seen this movie a fucking thousand times.
But The Last Samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's
I know
not
what it
bad.
is, but
It's not a bad movie.
It's not bad, but the implications of it is just like, ugh.
Yeah.
He came, he learned,
He's the
better.
best. Yeah, he's the best one now. Really, Tom Cruise is the best samurai. Yeah, what was it? The fucking joke on Dave Chappelle? Like, yeah, I got a movie idea for you. The Last Nigga on Earth starring Tom Hanks. Oh, it's just.
What movie is the?
But like this idea of hoping that there'll be fatigue for movies that people enjoy. Why? Why?
Not with these sales coming out.
Yeah.
For Avengers, boy.
But the thing is, like, dude, there is plenty of sci-fi in other movies being made. I'm sorry that these movies are really popular. I'm sure when you were a kid back in 1845, you really enjoyed Westerns. Nobody was like, I hope Westerns go away. Why?
They were like that because they're saying that this was like the downfall of the movie genre because they were all the same thing. There were people saying stuff like that back then.
Sure. But I'm sure James Cameron enjoyed it when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is the difference? Also, there's more money in Hollywood. Also, all those movies, all these science fiction movies, the lower budget science fiction movies, how do you think they get fucking funded? Because of that sweet ass Avengers movie money that's coming in. That's where it comes from. And it doesn't come out of thin air. For every Captain America movie that makes $1 billion, they get to make 10 or 15 $40 million movies and just be like, hey, let's invest in this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, as much as Hollywood rails against Netflix is the only one putting out a bunch of fucking sci-fi. Who else is doing sci-fi?
Amazon. But we just don't know because we can't find it.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
A fair point. I mean, Netflix has that show Orbiter 9, apparently, that's really good. Like, I think it's a
I
Spanish
don't know
show.
what the fuck that is. What is it?
Yeah, no one knows. There's a million shows and movies on
Orbiter
Netflix.
9?
Orbiter 9.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Spanish show or something like that, but it's a sci-fi show. But apparently it's really good.
My aunt was watching The Messengers, which is basically all about the Bible and these like 7 angels that come from that.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep.
Yeah, and like, they basically got to go against the devil.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. There's so much shit on Netflix that you just don't know
There's so many things.
Because y'all talk about documentaries all the time. I'm like, I skip over that shit.
Yeah, that's all I
what's
watch.
I skip over all of that category of that. Yeah, because
the thing is, there is so much. So this idea of like these stories aren't being told. No, you're not paying attention to them. There are absolutely stories being told. Like to me, it's ridiculous to even try to like intimate that's true. It's just not. But he's just being bitter because his movie got beaten by a superhero movie. You wouldn't have heard shit from James Cameron if all these movies were making $700 million.
Well,
you wouldn't care.
I'm pretty sure no one would go talk to him unless.
Yeah,
you know,
they were probably like, hey, your movie just got beat. What do you think? And he was like, fuck those movies. And they were like, all right, cut, print, let's put this shit on the website. Yeah, of course. Look, I mean, I get it, man. You're bitter because your movie you thought would never be beaten or only be beaten by yourself. Yeah, you got his ass kicked.
Here's the thing. Avatar 2 is coming out, had a tentative date of December 18th of 2020. Like, nigga, I'm not waiting for this shit. Yeah.
No, it's not a matter of waiting. That's the thing. It's not a matter of waiting for something because nobody's really talking about it. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
Let's just see what the marketing campaign is going to look like when it hits.
Look,
by the way,
I think that's just going to fail. Like, Avatar came out in 2009, right?
Yes, I believe that is true. Let's see.
That was 10.
That was
2009. Yeah.
Yo, that's 11 years.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who gives a fuck at this point? Like, the first of all, the movie's not good.
Well, it
was like amazing in the theaters because that 3D was amazing.
People still cosplaying as the Navi.
The Navi.
Yeah, they are.
Now I will say
that's fine, but the movie's not good.
Look, I will say this: this is the only way you're going to get people really super amped for this movie. If you do, the talk is that a lot of this is going to take place underwater, like underwater 3D, which is actually really technically impressive, but. The other thing is that they're going to do it in 3D. You're not going to need
glasses-less 3D.
Now that would be something to see. I'd be like, I want to see what the fuck that is. And I think that's like Avatar. People are like, wow, the 3D is supposed to be kind of amazing. So people really flock to it. But they certainly didn't flock to it for the story.
No, they flocked to it. That's the reason why I saw it. Just because they said the 3D was awesome. And it was. But then I'm like, that movie sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, it isn't good at all. Like, if you try to go back and watch that without, have you seen it more than once?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
What? No, yeah, how long that bitch was?
No, I don't. I don't remember how long
it was. Like
it
at least
was.
2 hours and 40 some odd minutes.
It was exactly 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah. See, I remember shit that I don't like.
That's fair.
Yeah, I try to block shit I don't like out of my goddamn memory.
Because you see here, you're talking about the 3D from 2009. Dread came out in what, 2015?
Yeah, that was
and that was when you saw that in 3D. You know, when
that was cool.
That shit was hitting. You know, but okay,
and they didn't spend nearly as much money.
No, they really did not. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not impressed by Cameron's comments. I think they come from a place that's just rather shitty.
Yeah, he's just being bitter, like you said. He's a bitter bitch. The reason, like you said, the only way his movies are going to make as much as these movies is if, again, the technological breakthrough. It doesn't have to be good.
No, and I think
that's pretty fucking ridiculous. Honestly.
I think he's banking on that. But here's the thing: I don't think Disney is, because just keep in mind, this is owned by Fox. So like. You talking all this good shit, yo. You getting ready to be under the same umbrella as Marvel. I wouldn't be talking all that shit because they'd be like, yeah, that's cool. You only make one movie every 10 years. These motherfuckers are bringing in $1 billion every year. So what the fuck are you doing for me? That's cool. You made $2 billion. That's great, James. We love it. That was 11 years ago.
Yeah, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Marvel has made, I want to say, $18 billion or some shit like that.
Just something outrageous.
They've made $18 billion in the time that James Cameron last made a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, actually, yeah.
Like over that course. So you can talk all the shit you want right now, but they're kicking your ass and they're making way more money and they have way more popularity. Because, yeah, you can go to a con and see people dressed as Na'vi, but go to any con anywhere and everyone is dressed as a Marvel character.
Word.
So
bullshit.
Yeah, so like you might want to fucking ease
Shut
it
the
down.
fuck up.
Ease it down, buddy. And by the way, I don't think you're getting 5 Avatar or 6 Avatar movies.
No.
I think Disney's gonna look at that shit and be like,
This is too expensive for what they bring in.
because how quickly is he gonna do them? He's talking 2020, 21, 24, and 25.
Yeah.
Nah, yo. You're not like how many of these are you doing back to back? Because how are you gonna keep that fucking schedule? This took 11 years. You better do all that shit in the whatever bathtub you're filming in right now.
Now, is he filming now?
No.
Has he even started yet?
No.
So all of this technology is
That's all is what he's been working on for 11 fucking years.
the technology to film Avatar 2.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Look,
That's that privilege.
it better be amazing. It'll have to be.
No, because it'll be one of those movies that you can only go see in 4D, where you have to experience the winds and
You gotta fucking sit. They gotta strap you into a chair.
yeah,
And fucking
have an experience.
Yeah, and every time the protagonist gets into a fist fight, a guy just comes and punches you in the mouth. Wow, this 4D is amazing.
So hold on. Who's going to be in this
Sam
movie?
Worthington is going to
Are
be.
you fucking kidding me?
I assume.
Well, he worked for him the last time.
No, what?
I feel like you haven't seen that movie in a long time. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.